What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone Lite. Oh yeah, guys. So I don't know why when I stand here I bounce up and down, but when I move backwards a little bit, I don't anymore. Anyway, it's one of those weird things about the Draconic Energy Ball of Power. So yes, last episode we set up our power storage here. So this is now our main battery for our entire base. All the power gets fed in from our big reactor through these IO and through the Draconic Evolution energy power thingy, goes right into our energy ball, and then we're pulling power back out of the energy ball, and that gets beamed over to our relay here, which is sending it up to wherever it needs to go throughout the base. We are powering all the way over here now to a new relay, which goes up and powers our quarry, or not our quarry, but I guess our emerald world. It's kind of hard to show you guys actually without breaking some blocks, but yeah, that's new. So this is the back of our dimension builder right here. We just have another IO crystal accepting the power, which is being fed into here and keeping the power really, really steady. Before with the energy IO conduit, or I'm sorry, with the Ender IO energy conduit, that number was kind of fluctuating around a little bit. It's staying completely solid now, which is fantastic. So yeah, we have that going up into the back of that machine. It's also connecting into the energy conduit that runs through these facades here and powers these other various machines. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so before we were using, what was it, I don't have it on me anymore, Quantum Entangle Porter, I think is what we had back here. And you can watch the power on that thing kind of fluctuate around and just, I don't know, I just don't feel safe when you go into a dimension that requires a steady stream of power. When you have like the power kind of fluctuating around like that, it's kind of like, I don't want to die. Anyway, so we should be all set. The other things that we got to take into consideration is our Yellorium supply. When I looked at this yesterday, we had 33,000 Yellorium, and it looks like we are holding steady. That's really good. Actually, you know what? No. I'm sorry. I completely forgot what I did over here. We changed our Yellorium supply. Yeah, that's right. We're always gonna have 33,000 in system. Our Yellorium supply is now being fed off these emerald blocks. It's EMC. I forgot I did this until just right this second. So yeah, we have an energy condenser here with a block of emeralds in there, trying to make Yellorium ingots, filling up here, and we're extracting out of that directly into the reactor. So we're never gonna run out of Yellorium. My mistake. Yeah, so we are constantly making 1.08 million RF per tick, which is a heck of a lot. This thing can be moved now. So we're making a heck of a lot of power that's going into our energy cell down below. And if we take a look at this thing, we should be able to see how much power this thing has in it by right-clicking on there. And we are at 0% full, which is actually, what is that? Millions, billions, 1.4 trillion? I guess it says right here, 1.42 trillion RF, 0% full. That is so much power this thing can hold. It holds that number right there. Yeah, we're not anywhere close to being 1% full. Like, you're probably never going to be able to see this thing ever become 1% full unless you are doing nothing but building power generation specifically to get it to like 1%. There's no way you're ever going to do it. Not in a realistic setup. Anyway, so that's where we are right now with our power supply. So that's going to allow us to create things with the Draconic Fusion crafting without having to wait for forever for these things to charge up. Things that need to be done on this thing should charge nearly instantaneously. There will be a slight delay, but nearly instantaneously, which is awesome. Okay, so this thing we haven't really needed for a while. If we need it, it's in the system. We can always pull it back out. So back to our questing book here. We had a few quests that we wanted to do. One of them was making the Infinity Armor. The other quest over here was to make the top tier solar panel. Now the top tier solar panel, chaotic one, did require us to have a chaotic tier fusion crafting. We need 8 of those to be the top tier ones, right? They have to be the chaotic fusion injectors. We have 2. Yeah, not quite there yet. So going back to this thing, so we need the chaotic fusion crafting injectors. So in order to make that, we need a draconic fusion crafting injector, plus 4 nether stars, a dragon egg, chaos shard, and these chaotic cores. Now, I do believe we were kind of stuck at this point right here. Well, 1, we needed all the power, but 2, we need all these chaos shards. So that's going to be another trip to the end. We need to go visit some more chaos islands. we need to use our world breaker here, which has fortune 10 on it. When we break the core of the Chaos Island, we get 20 shards. Yeah, that's only going to get us like 4 of those. So we need to do, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 reactors, or 7, 8 islands. Break the cores, get all those shards, and then hopefully never have to go back there again. Like, I felt like we did a lot of them previously, but I guess we did not do enough. Okay, so if we hold shift on this and we scroll, we can get all the way to our Chaos Island staging point. Now, when we left off, that was a brand new island there that we had never touched before. So that's going to be really helpful here. So we have our fully infused armor on us. We have our Draconic Flux Capacitor ready to go. We have this thing. Now, we don't even have to fight the Chaos Guardian. All we got to do is just get into the island and break that. So hopefully, yeah, I think this was a brand new one. Hey, a Frienderman right there. So let's go see if we can do that real quick. We'll do the first one together. We've already done this before, but we'll do the first one together today. Yeah, there we go. Now the whole island loading in. And then I will go ahead and do the rest of those off camera. So let me break into here. And break into here. And that's it. We don't have to fight the Chaos Guardian. We just got to fly 2,000 miles to the... 2,000 meters to the next island and just rinse and repeat. That's all we got to do. Meteor. Be right back, guys. All right, guys. So I don't really know how many of those Chaos Islands I went to, but you can see here with all these matter clusters that I have a lot of different ones in here. So it's like farming up one island was just a little bit less than one full matter cluster. So about 3/4. So probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 islands, maybe more. Maybe I went to 10. I don't know. Anyway, so let's take a look at here at Chaos. We have 8 shards in there. Now, if I pop all these, you just right click on them, I think. Let me just do this and get all the entities all over the place. Oh, too many entities. All right, let's get rid of all that and all that. We still have more matter balls that I didn't even pick up in my inventory. Oh my goodness. So much stuff. Let's go ahead and keep double clicking it, shift double clicking it, getting it all into the ME system. Okay, so that takes care of all those things. Now we still have 3 more of these. All right, so let's get all that. That's a lot of obsidian that we don't have to manually come up with anymore, which is good. Okay, all of that, and that. Okay, so Chaos, we now have 228 of these things. That's pretty good. Oh, and there's still more items on the ground that I did not collect. Doesn't look like any of those were the Chaos shards, though. And those. Is that everything? Did we get it all? I think so. Okay, so again, Chaos, we now have 228. So I guess they farmed up 220 of those. So if we get 20 per island, that's what, 11 islands that I went to? Yeah. Anyway, I set our advanced dislocator for the next one. If we ever have to go back, hopefully we don't. But again, the Chaotic Fusion Crafting Ejector does require 2 Chaos cores. That is 5 each. So that's 10. Plus 1 more. So 11 Chaos shards per one of these things. And we need 6 more. So we should be okay. That's what, 11 or 66 of those that we need. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start crafting up these chaotic cores. These we have to do manually since we have the chaos shards on the outside and on the inside. So I'll go ahead and set up everything to get all of these done. I believe we need, what, 16 of these chaotic cores made? Well, I guess 15. We already have one in the system. Anyway, let me get to it, and we'll be right back. Just to make this easier on myself, we're going to do 16 of these chaotic cores, even though we only need 15. It's just easier to break it apart like that. So the only thing we have left is put 16 of these chaos shards right in this thing and let it go to town. So I'm curious how fast we're going to power up now that we have all of our power transfer the way it is. And yeah, it looks like our whole charging up process, while it is still taking like 10 seconds, it was minutes before. Like, we are so good on getting that done. So I am curious. We'll just let that continue cooking up over there. Where am I going? I want to go look at our energy ball here. I would like to see what the power says on this thing when it is charging up. If we can get over there in time. What do we say here? So it must be done. It's in the middle of crafting. We just have to wait for that crafting to complete and it to charge up the next one. Yeah, look at that. So now we're doing like minus almost 10 million RF per tick right there. Well, now we're down to like 750,000. Yeah, so we're doing quite a lot of power transfer. Yeah, definitely great that we have all this power storage now. We don't have to wait on our power. Yeah, previously, before we had that power ball in there, like we kind of talked about last episode, our whole power buffer was the internal power storage of our reactor here, which is only like 10 million RF. Yeah, it didn't last very long. As soon as we started charging up, this thing like ran out, and then we had to wait, and we're only getting 1.07 million RF per tick. Yeah, anyway, so this is going to take a little bit of time for this thing to finish up. A lot less time than it used to take, but it's still going to take time to finish up the rest of these, so let's wait for that to happen, and we'll be right back, guys. Well, that took a lot less time than I thought it was going to take to make all these chaotic cores, so now we have everything set up over here in order to take our... what are these called? The Draconic Fusion Crafting Ejectors. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all we need, actually. It's just 6 of those. So now we should be able to put those here, and that'll upgrade those all to the Chaos version. So that does require a bit of power, right? That requires 184 million RF. These, the chaotic cores, were requiring 1.4 trillion RF, so that's quite a lot as well. So a lot of power is going into crafting all these things. Now, I was thinking that we might be able to speed up this process. Maybe that there's a limitation on each one of our energy network, like the, what's that called? The beams that transfer the power around. So I was thinking maybe if we added in more connections down here, like the relay can support, I think it said 32 separate connections. So I was thinking if we added in more of these IO crystals on the sides here and connected all to the relay and have that go over here and then connected that to 3 of our IOs that are going to the bottom side of the cryo-stabilized flux ducts, that would speed things up. And I did try that. Yeah, currently we just have it going to the one right here, and then this also connects to this one over here. But yeah, I did try that for the chaos cores, having 2 more of the IO crystals over here. Didn't really seem like that was gaining additional power. It didn't feel like that was doing anything for us. Like it was still going at the same speed, maybe slightly faster, but if it was faster, it wasn't noticeable. But anyway, now we're getting these things, the Chaos Fusion Crafting Injector. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all of those on this side. That way we can auto craft with these should we choose to. I'm not actually sure. Let's take a look at the... Well, I was gonna say let's take a look at the uses of those, but we can't really do that. We're fusion crafting. Is there a way to see like what all requires the chaotic? Okay, so the solar panel does require that, and that requires 8. I think that's the one thing we're going for. We've already done the energy condenser things before. There's another chaotic recipe for the Tome of Knowledge. But yeah, we've done that. That only required 2 chaotic injectors. Is there anything else that we're going to be doing here? Draconic, there's Wyvern, Basic, Wyvern, Chaotic. Here's some more things. So if we wanted to do like the Draconic Reactor, but I've never had good luck with that thing in the past. It's like, we're already making power right now. What is this recipe? It doesn't even show. We're already making power right now. We don't have a use for more power than what we already have. So is that something we need to do? I don't really think so. So it looks like we can upgrade the Draconic Flux Capacitor to Chaotic, but again, that requires only 8. Is that all we're going to need is just 8 to upgrade all of our armor to the final tier? Kind of looks like that, right? But each one of those does require a Chaotic core, which is going to be... Well, actually, this doesn't even show what this recipe is here. I was going to say we could upgrade it all, but it doesn't look like that's a valid recipe because there's no input or output item there. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like the only thing that had a recipe for chaotic was our battery, and we might look at doing that. So let's see, chaotic. Okay, so now we have 6 of those. We have 2 more here. So we have a total of 8, which we could put over on this side. I kind of feel like, oh, did I put too many of these things in there? Maybe I did. I kind of feel like that we would need 9 of them. That way we can set it up to be auto crafting. But if there's only like the one specific recipe, I guess that's not necessary, is it? I guess it's not. Okay, so let's place one. Not like that. We need to place it like that. I'll place the rest of these guys over here. A little bit of lag every time I place those. I think that might be the Ender IO conduits trying to connect or something. There we go. Okay, so now we have 8 of the chaos ones. That's great. All right, so I guess we should come over here and replace all of our draconic ones. That's weird. When I place, maybe I have to look down. No, when I place the chaotic ones, it was facing the right way. When I place these, it doesn't want to place the right way. They kind of fly up a little bit. All right, those, that one, and this one. Okay, everything's set back up. Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, so let's take a look right now. Back again at our fusion crafting. Let's go back to the battery that required the higher tier, because I kind of want to do that if that's a thing that we can do. Past all of this stuff, it was this one. Okay, so we need 2 Wyvern cores, 2 Awakened cores, 2 Dragon Eggs, RF, and then a Chaotic core. So Wyvern, Awakened. I believe, yeah, I have a bunch of these things auto-crafted. Awakened core, 2 of those. Got a bunch of these remaining, which is awesome. Egg. Got a bunch of those. Those are EMCable. We need the RF thing from Draconic, the key. Is it here? Am I blind? I'm probably blind. I'm probably looking right at it. It's right here. Upgrade key. And then finally, there was one more item. And I can't remember what that was. What was it? It was the chaotic core. So that should be everything we need. So let's see if we can upgrade our battery to the final tier. That's going to be pretty awesome, right? Okay, so this guy here. And then we need to spread these out a little bit. Okay, so an egg we can place here and here. We can place a Awakened core there and there. And finally, the Wyvern core here and here. And then this thing holds 640 million RF right now. Let's go ahead and upgrade it. Let's see what we hold after that. Oh, that still takes a little bit of time to charge up. So 640 million RF. So it looks like that has a little bit less power in there. It's not quite full in this picture. But how much is that going to be? I don't know. Let's see if we can shift click that out. So that is 768 million. And this is at the chaotic tier. Huh. Okay, so we also need our, what is that thing called? The energy infuser? This thing. So we took that thing down earlier, but now we need it. Let's come out here real quick. Trying to get around this base. I still don't know how to properly navigate it. So we can place that right here. That should get power, and then we can place that here, and that should just fill it up instantly. There we go. So 768 million RF. That is a lot of power. That is really, really good. I don't think we're ever going to need that much, but the fact that we have it available, that's super awesome. Our first chaotic tier upgrade. Yeah, very, very cool. Okay, so now that we have all those chaos fusion crafting injectors done, we can look at doing this. So that's 4 awakened cores plus 4 of our draconic solar panels. All right, so we need 4 of these guys. And then we need to go to our mining world, which I never set a warp to. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally warp there if we ever get rid of the power. Why is there a patch here that never got nommed on? I don't know. Weird. Anyway, so we need to grab these guys. And we can warp back home. Okay, so now that we have those, we should be able to put all of those in the things as well and then upgrade them. All right, so we need this guy out. All right, so we need 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what was it? Wait, do I have an extra one? I don't. Okay, and then we need a chaos core or chaos fragment. Shard. What is it called? A chaos shard. So this should give us the top end, 3 top end solar panels. How much power did that one take? That requires 2.048 million, or is that trillion? Billion. Did I say trillion earlier? I did that before. Okay, well anyway, it requires a lot of power. We were able to take all the power out of our system and put it into this thing, and that's going to give us 3 of those solar panels, which is fantastic. That crafting operation, that's, oh, now it's going faster. It was going pretty slow. Okay, so let's take a look at that solar. All right, so there's these things, and each of these are 500,000 RF a piece. That's crazy. That's so good. Quest complete. Oh, wrong one. No, still wrong one. Where's my quest book? There it is. Quest complete. So let's do top loot chest. All right, so that's going to give us an extra life. That will complete the Generation Revolution section of our quest book here, which is great. Let's go and pop this thing. What do we get? We get fluid displays from random things. All right, guys. So one of the things that we were waiting on previously was us to get Neutronium Ingots. Now, it has been a few days since that last episode was recorded where we were struggling with that, and we added in a bunch more of our neutron collectors down here. For those of you who might have missed it, we now have this many neutron collectors collecting neutrons for us and putting all of this stuff into that compacting drawer there. So yeah, we are collecting quite a lot of those things. Oop, went up on my elevator. Anyway, so it's been a few days, so we've collected a lot of Neutronium Ingots since that last time. Let's take a look over here and see what we got. We have 2,376 ingots, which is pretty good. That's a lot. That's after we've had a full stack of Infinity Ingots here. That includes all these Infinity Catalysts and the Crystal Matrix Ingots. But yeah, these are not EMCable. We had to wait on those. So there's a stack of Infinity Ingots. And then over on this one, what is this? That's yet another stack of things to make Infinity Ingots. So we now have 2 stacks of Infinity Ingots. All of that Neutronium was enough. But I guess all the time we waited and all those neutron collectors was enough for us to get 2 stacks of these Infinity Ingots plus all of that extra stuff. So now the last and final stage here, we need the Neutronium Ingots themselves. We need to get some Infinity Catalysts. And there's probably a few other things that we're going to need here. So this thing, I believe is 5 like this. Wait, let me go back. Yeah, 5 like that. 5 like this. Like that. Okay, I got to go back to the image every time because I have a bad memory on what we need to do here. So that is 5 ingots down for the Infinity here. And then something like this, I think. And then they go somewhere else. Cross on those and on the top. Okay, and then I think it was 2 of those. And then we need the Draconic Helmet right here. Let's grab that guy out of the system, which is fully charged now. Now, this is our unupgraded one. We're currently wearing all of our upgraded stuff. So I did that incorrectly somehow. How did I... Oh, 2 additional things there that shouldn't have been there. That still says that that is wrong. How was that wrong? Extreme crafting. So we have the Neutronium Ingots. That's 5. 5, 5. We have... Oh, right there and there. Got it. Infinity Helmet. Okay, so there we go. So that's our first piece of Infinity Armor. The chest plate now requires the Draconic chest plate. Let's grab that guy. It's about right there, I think. Let me take a look again. Yeah, all right. So then we need to do a 3x3 of these things over here. Missing one in the corners. And then I think that goes down something like this. I'll have to double check that. Yeah, so something like that. We get rid of these guys and we don't need that one right there, obviously. Actually, no, I did that wrong. It looked a little narrow. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, trying to draw these things out. You know what I'm doing wrong, guys? Do you guys know right now what I'm doing wrong? There's probably a bunch of you guys screaming at me that I'm not pressing this button. So we need a Crystal Matrix. Hey, guys, did you know? Did you guys know? I bet you didn't know that there's a button there that you can press and it moves all the items into the grid and you don't have to, like, draw it out yourself. Did you guys know that? Well, you just learned something today. You're welcome. I just taught you that. Okay, so now we need 2 more of those Crystal Matrix blocks. Oh, we don't have enough of that. Let me grab emerald blocks. Okay, we'll do some emerald blocks here and we will pull our transmutation tablet out. We will throw all those things in there. We'll learn this and we'll pull out a few of these because I think we need those. But what I really want to do is learn that, or I guess put those in there and pull out a whole bunch of those. Okay, now I think we should be good. So leggings, we actually need the Draconic Leggings on us. Might as well grab the boots at the same time. So now we have everything for our Infinity Leggings. And finally, we need our boots. And there we go. Okay, so that is the full Infinity Armor set, guys. That is everything. Whew. Quest complete. Quest updated. 1 armor man. That's great. That is fantastic. So that gives us 1 final loot chest here. I know the Chaos Guardian is dangerous, but I still think I'm overdoing it with this armor. Am I right? Sword of the Cosmos? Yeah, we tried the Sword of the Cosmos, and that allowed us to have instant kill on anything. So let's take a look at this armor. So we get crazy eyes. We move really fast. If we fly, we get these cool looking wings. I do like those. That's probably my favorite part of this armor is those wings there. Yeah, I like this. I like how it's got a question mark on the chest plate. It's like, what? Okay, so with this armor, I guess we do move kind of fast, but that's as fast as we can move. We don't stop on a dime, and I don't think we can go up quickly or descend quickly. So this is some of the reasons why, that I don't like this armor for regular use. Like if we need this armor for something, like we don't want to die, this is perfect. It's impossible for us to die with this armor on. We could fall into the void for forever, I think, and we will never die. So yeah, this armor is really powerful in that regard. But I think the Draconic armor, where we can just speed around and do whatever we want to and stop on a dime, I like that so much more. It's such a good armor set. So now what we need is like an armor stand, I think. So we have the Bibliocraft ones and we have the vanilla ones. I think the Bibliocraft ones are better, in my opinion. So we'll grab some of that. We need some of these slabs. We have oak. Okay, perfect. So we'll grab just one of these things. And I guess we'll grab a redstone block. A block of redstone. Vanilla naming conventions. Block of redstone. We can place that. Oh, goodness. Where do we want to place it? How about over here? Pop that out. We'll place this right like so. So you need to give this thing a redstone signal. So you can shift right click on this, and then I'll transfer all of the armor that's on it, swap it with your current armor that you're wearing. So we can do this and place all of that there. Now we can totally see the armor whenever we want to. So if I shift right click on this thing, it swaps my armor. Now I'm in the infinity armor. Really awesome. I like it. And then we can swap back whenever we want to. Be like, nope, want Draconic evolution armor. And there we go. Now we're in the DE armor. I like that. All right, guys. I think we're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff going, guys. We finished all the quests. What? No more quests? That's right, guys. We have completely finished Project Ozone Lite as far as the challenges go. Will this be the final episode? I don't know. Might be. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.